All right, we'd like to thank Creative Arts Council of Wells County, Bluffton Now, the Wells County Foundation, Morven Mail, Case GFX, Ted Smith, Todd and Lori Stombaugh, Mary Mayo, Emmy McVeigh, Wade Danforth, Lori Lauderman, Barbara Yoder, Nathan Scholzheist, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Fernando Tarango, Wonder Camera Studios and Emma Meyer, Tara Lynn Sound Design, Wonder Commer, different things, Benjamin Roney and Maggie Dye. Without these people, this would not be possible. So let's give a round of applause for those wonderful people. And a round of applause for yourselves for showing up. Pretty big deal. Now, Parlor City Shakespeare Company is proud to present Macbeth.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
That will be ere the set of sun.
Where the place?
Upon the heath.
There to meet with Macbeth.
Fair is foul and foul is fair.
Hover through the fog and filthy air.
What bloody man is that?
This is the sergeant, who like a good and hearty soldier fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend. Say to the king the knowledge of the broils thou didst leave it.
Doubtful it stood, worthy to be a rebel, for to that the multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him, of the western isles of kerns and gallowglasses is supplied, and fortune, on his damned quarrel smiling, showed like a rebel's whore. But all's too weak, for brave Macbeth, well he deserves that name, disdaining fortune, with his brandished steel which smoked with bloody execution, like valor's minion carved out his passage till he faced the slave, which ne'er shook hands nor bade farewell to him, till he had unseamed him from nave to chest, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
Thine cousin worthy gentlemen.
Mark, King of Scotland, mark! No sooner justice had with valor armed compelled these skipping kerns to trust their heels, but the Norwegian lord, surveying vantage, with furbished arms and new supplies of men, began a fresh assault.
Dismay not this our captains, Macbeth and Banquo.
Yes, as sparrows, eagles, or the hare, the lion. If I say sooth, I must report they were as cannons, overcharged with double cracks, so they doubly redoubled strokes against the foe. Except they meant to bathe in reeking wounds, or memorize another Golgotha, I cannot tell. But I am faint. My gaseous cry for help.
So well thy words become thine as thy wounds. They smack of honor both. Go, get him surgeons. Who comes here?
Ah, the worthy Thane of Ross!
God save the king.
Whence camest thou, worthy Thane?
From Fife, great king, where the Norwegian banners flout the sky and fan our people cold. Norway himself, with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict, till that Macbeth confront him with self-comparisons, point against point rebellions, arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit, and to conclude, the victory fell on us.
Great happiness! No more the Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interest. Go, pronounce his present death, and with his former title, greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
Where hast thou been, sister?
Killing swine.
Sister, where thou?
A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched and munched and munched. But in a sieve I'll do the sail, and like a rat without a tail, I'll do, and I'll do.
I'll give thee a wind.
Thou art kind.
I another.
I myself have all the other, and the very ports they blow, all the quarters that they know. In the shipman's card I will drain him dry as hay. Sleep, shall neither night nor day hang upon his penthouse lid. He shall let a man forbid. Look what I have.
Show me, show me.
Here I have Pilate's thumb. Wrecked as homeward he did come.
A drum, Macbeth doth come.
The weird sisters hand in hand, posters of the sea and land, thus to go about, thrice to nine, and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up 9. Peace, the charms wound up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
How far is called to force? What are these? So withered and so wild in their attire, they look not like inhabitants of the earth, and yet are armed. Live you, or are you what the man may question? You seem to understand me.
Speak, if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glum!
All hail, Macbeth. Hail to thee,
Thane of Cawdor!
All hail, Macbeth, thou shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, are you fantastical? Or that indeed which outwardly ye show? My noble friend you greet with present grace and great prediction, of noble having and of royal hope, that he seems rapt with all. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear your favor nor your hate.
Hail!
hail.
Lesser than Macbeth, and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail, Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail!
Stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more. By Sinel's death, I know I am Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman. And to be king stands no more within the prospect of belief than to be Cawdor. Say from whence thou owe this strange intelligence, or why, upon this blasted heath, you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you.
The earth hath bubbles as the water has, and these are of them. Whither are they vanished?
Into the air. And what seemed corporeal melted as breath into the wind. Would they had stayed?
For such things here as we do speak about, or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
Ah, and Thane of Cawdor too, went it not so?
To the self-same tune and words. Who's here?
The king hath received, Macbeth, the news of thy success. And when he reads thy personal venture in the rebels' fight, his wonders and his praises do contend, which should be thine or his. Silence with that, and view more the rest of the self-same day. He finds thee in the stout Norwegian ranks, nothing afeard of what thyself didst make. Strange images of death, as thick as hail came post with post, and every one to bear thy praises in his kingdom's great defense, and poured them down before him. Oh, and for an earnest of a greater honor, he bade me from him call thee Thane of Cawdor, in which edition, hail most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
What? Can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Whose Thane lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life which he deserves to lose. Whether he was combined with those of Norway, or did line the rebel with hidden help and vantage, or that with both he labored in his country's wreck, I know not. But treason's capital confessed and proved have overthrown him.
Glamis, the Thane of Cawdor. The greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do you not hope that your children shall be kings, when they that gave me the Thane of Cawdor promise no less to them?
That trusted home might yet enkindle you unto the crown besides Thane of Cawdor, but 'tis strange. And oftentimes to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness tell us truths, win us with honest trifles to betray his deepest confidence. Cousin, a word, I pray you.
Two truths are told. As as happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial theme. I thank you, gentlemen. It cannot be ill, it cannot be good. If ill, why hath it given me the earnest of success, commencing in a truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that horrible image which doth unfix my hair and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings. My thought, whose murder is yet but fantastical, shakes so my single state of man that function is smothered and surmised, and nothing is but what is not.
Look, how our partners racked.
Why, if chance will have me king, then chance may crown me without my stir. Come what come may, time and the hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favor. My dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Kind gentlemen, your pains are registered where every day I turn the leaf to read them. Let us toward the king. Think upon what hath chanced, and at more time the interim having waited, let us speak our free hearts each to other.
Very gladly.
So then enough. Come, friends.
Is execution done on Cawdor?
My lord, they are not yet come back, but I've spoken with one that saw him die, who very frankly did report that he confessed his treason, set forth a deep repentance, and begged your highness forgiveness. Nothing in his life became him like leaving it.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I placed an absolute trust. Worthiest cousin! The sin of my ingratitude falls heavy on me even now. Thou art so far before the swiftest wing of recompense is slow to overtake thee. Wouldst thou hast less deserved, that the proportion both of thanks and of payment might have been mine. Only I have left to say, more is thy due than more than all can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe in doing it pays itself. Your highness' part is to receive our duties, and our duties are to your throne and state children and servants who do but what they should by doing all things safe towards your love and honor.
Welcome hither. I have begun to plant thee and shall labor to make thee full of growing. Noble Banquo, thou hast no lefts deserved, nor must thou be known no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart.
There, if I grow, the harvest is your own.
Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and those whose places are nearest, know that we will establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, whom we name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland, which honor must not unaccompanied invest him only, but signs of nobleness like stars shall shine on all deservers. From hence to Inverness, and bind us closer to you.
The rest is labor, which is not used for you. I'll being myself the harbinger, and make joyful the hearing of my wife with your approach. So humbly, take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor.
Prince of Cumberland. That is a step on which I must fall down or else o'erleap, for in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires. The eye wink at the hand. Yet let that be, which the eye fears when it is done to see.
True, worthy Banquo, in his commendation I am fed. It is a banquet to me. Come, let's after him whose care has gone before us to bid us welcome. It is a peerless kinsman.
They met me on the day of success, and I have learned, by the perfectest report, that they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned in desire to question them further, they made themselves into air, into which they vanished. While I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, which all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on a time with, Hail King that shall be. This I have thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dews of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Gloms thou art, and Cawdor, and shall be what thou art promised. Yet I do fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. That wouldst thou highly, that wouldst thou wholly. Wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win. Thou hast, great Brahms, that which cries, thus thou must do, if thou have it. And that which rather thou dost fear to do, then wishes should be undone. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits into thine ear, and chastise with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid do seem to have thee crowned withal. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him, who so would have informed for preparation?
So please you, it is true. Our thane is coming. One of my fellows had the speed of him, who almost dead for breath, had scarcely more than would make up the message.
Give him tending. He brings great news. The raven himself is hoarse, that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits, that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor peace come between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breasts, and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers. Wherever in your sightless substance you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dun smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peek through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold! Great Gloms, worthy Cawdor, and greater than both by the all-hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond the ignorant present, and I feel now the future in an instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Oh, never shall sun that morrow see. Your face, my fame, is a book where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch. It shall to all our days and nights to come give solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle hath a pleasant seat, and nimbly and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses.
The air is delicate.
See our honored hostess. The love that follows us sometimes is our trouble, which still we thank as love. Herein I shall teach you how you shall bid God yield us for your pains and thank us for your trouble.
All our service in every point twice done, and then done double, against those honors deep and broad, wherewith your majesty loads our house.
Where's the fame of Cawdor? Noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
Your servants ever have theirs, themselves, and what is theirs in compt, to make their audit at your highness' pleasure, still to return your own.
Give me your hand. Conduct me to mine host. We love him highly and will continue our graces towards him. By your leave, hostess.
If it were done when it were done, then it were well, it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his surcease success, why, but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. We still have judgment here, and we but teach blood instructions. This Ian-hand justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, and then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead, like angels trumpet-tongued, against the deep damnation of his taking off. And pity, like a naked newborn babe, to prick the sides of my intent. But only vaulting ambition, which overleaps itself and falls upon the other. How now? What news?
He is almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
Know you not he has?
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which should be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk, wherein you dressed yourself? Has it slept since? And wakes it now to look so green and pale at what it once did so freely? From this time, such I account thy love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteemest the ornament of life? And live forever a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not, whereupon I would, like the poor cat in the adage.
Prithee, peace. I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you are, you would be so much more than man. Nor time nor place that did it here. And yet, you would make both. They have made themselves, and that their fitness now does unmake you. I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out had I so sworn to you as you had done to this.
If we should fail.
We fail. But screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto the rather shall this day's hard journey soundly invite him, his two chamberlains will I with wine and wassail so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume, the receipt of reason a limbeck only. When in swinish sleeps, his two drunk chamberlains lie as in death, what cannot you and I perform against the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers who shall bear the guilt of our great quarrel?
Will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy two of his own chamber and used their very daggers? They have done it?
Who dares receive it otherwise when we shall make our griefs and clamors roar upon his death?
I am settled. And to bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away. And mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide, but false heart doth know.
The moon is down. I've not heard the clock, and she goes down at 12. Who's there?
A friend.
What, sir? Not yet at rest? The king's abed. He hath been an unusual pleasure, and set forth great largesse to your offices. This diamond he greets your wife withal, by the name of most kind hostess, and shut up in measureless content.
Being unprepared, our will became the servant to defect, which else should free of rot.
All's well. I dreamt last night of the three weird sisters. To you, they've showed some truth.
I think not of them. Yet, when we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend it in some words upon that business, if you would grant the time.
At your kind's leisure.
If you shall cleave to my consent when 'tis, it shall make honor for you.
So that I lose none in seeking to augment it, but still keep my bosom franchised and allegiance clear, I shall be counseled.
Good repose the while.
Thanks, sir. The light to you.
Is this a dagger which I see before me? With the handle toward my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat oppressed brain? I see thee yet. Form as palpable as that which now I draw. Thou marshals me the way I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. When eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else with all the rest. I see thee still, and my blade indulging gouts of blood which was not so before. There's no such thing. 'Tis the bloody business which informs us to mine eyes. Now o'er the one-half world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings, and withered murder, alarmed by his sentinel the wolf, who howls his watch thus with his stealthy pace, with Tarquin's ravishing strides towards his design, moves like a ghost. A sure and firm set earth. You're not my steps. Which way do I walk? For fear thy very stones prate of my whereabouts. Take the present horror from the time which now suits with it. As I threat, he lives. Words to the heat of deeds too cold breath gives. I go. I go and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. That which hath quenched them has given me fire. Hark! Peace. It was the owl that shrieked. The fatal bellman that gives the sterns good night. He is about it. The doors are open, and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their possets. That death and nature do contend about them whether they live or die. Alack! Oh, I'm afraid he has not done it. The attempt and not the deed confounds us. I laid the daggers at the ready. He could not miss them. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. My husband!
I have done the deed. Dost thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did you not speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended?
Aye.
Hark who lies in the second chamber.
Donalbain.
Oh, this is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh and sleep, and the other cried murder. I stood and heard them, but they did say their prayers and addressed them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and the other, Amen, as they had seen me with these hangman's hands. Listening in their fear, I could not say Amen when they did say God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
But wherefore could I not say Amen? I had most need of blessing, and Amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought after in these ways, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more! Macbeth does murder sleep! The innocent sleep, sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care. The death of each day's life, the sore labor's bath, balm of hurt minds, great nature's second course, chief nourisher in life's feast.
What do you mean?
Stood and cried, sleep no more to all the house! Gloms had murdered sleep, therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, my worthy thane, you do unbend your noble strength that thinks so brain sickly of things. Go, get some water and wash this filthy witness from your hands. Why have you brought the daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go, carry them and smear the grooms with blood.
I'll go no more. I'm afraid to think what I have done. Look once again, I dare not.
Infirm of purpose, give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the grooms with blood, for it must see their guilt.
What is that knocking? Liest with me, when every noise appalls me. What hands are here? They pluck out mine eyes! Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand? No. Rather this my hand with the multitudinous season and carnadine, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, though ashamed to wear a heart so white. I hear knocking at the south entry. Go, retire to our chamber. A little water clears us of the steed. Your constancy have left you unattended. More knocking. Be not lost so brain sickly in your thoughts.
To know my deed, 'twere best not know myself. Wait, Duncan, with thy knocking, though would thou couldst.
Here's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter of Hellgate, he'd have old turning the key. Knock, knock. Who's there? Faith, here's an equivocator. Could swear in both scales against either scale. Committed treason enough for God's sake, yet couldn't equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, great equivocator. Knock, knock. Who's there? Faith, here's a... English tailor. Come hither for... stealing out of a French hose. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Knock, knock. Never at quiet. What are you? Here's too cold for hell. I'll devil porter it no further. I had thought to have let in some of all professions that go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon, anon, I pray you, remember the porter.
Was it so late, friend, ere you went to bed, that you do lie so late?
Faith, sir, we were carousing till the second cock, and drink, sir, is the great provoker of three things.
Ah, what three things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and urine. Lechery, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but takes away from the performance. In conclusion, equivocates him in his sleep, and giving him the lie leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, the very throat on me. But I requited him for his lie, and I think, being too strong for him, though he took me legs for some time, that I made a shift to cast him.
With thy master stirring. Ah, our knocking has awaked him. Here he comes. Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow, both.
Is the king stirring, worthy thane?
Not yet.
He did command me to call timely on him. I have almost slipped the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
I know this is a joyful trouble to you, but yet 'tis one.
The labor we delight in physics pay. This is the door.
I'll make so bold to call, for 'tis my limited service.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and as they say, lamenting heard of the air. Strange screams of death, and prophesying with access terrible of dire combustion, and confused events new hatched to the woeful time. The obscure bird clamored the livelong night. Some say the earth was fervorous, and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My own remembrance cannot parallel fellow to it.
Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion now hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke ope the Lord's anointed temple, and stole thence the life of the building.
What is't you say? The life?
Mean you his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight with the new Gorgon. Do not bid me speak. See and then speak yourselves. Ring the alarm bell. Murder and treason. Banquo, Donovan! Malcolm, awake! Shake off this downy sleep. Death's counterfeit, and look on death itself. Up and see the great doom's image. As from your graves rise up and walk like sprites to countenance this horror. Ring the bell!
What hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the house?
Oh, gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what my ears can speak. The repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Banquo! Our royal master's murdered.
Whoa! Alas! What, in our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear Dove, I fear thee contradict thyself and say it is not so.
If I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. For from this moment, there's nothing serious in mortality. All's but toys. Renown and grace is dead. The wine of life is drawn in the mirror. These are left as vault to brag of.
What is amiss? What is amiss? What is amiss?
You are. Do not know it. Spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murdered.
No! Ah! By whom?
Those of his chamber, as it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were enthatched with blood, so were their daggers, which unwiped we found upon their pillows. They said were distracted, no man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury, that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, temperate and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man. The expedition, my violent love, outran the pause of reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood. His gashed stabs looked like a breach in nature for ruin's wasteful entrance. They're the murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly, breached with gore. Who could refrain? That had a heart to love, in that heart, courage to make love known.
Oh, help me hence, holy lady.
What should be spoken here, where our fate hid in an auger hole may rush and seize us? Out to England.
Look to the lady. And when we have our naked frailties hid, which suffer an exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence against undivulged pretext I fight of treasonous malice.
And so do I.
So all. Let us briefly put on all manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
Well contented.
To show an unfelt sorrow is an office which the false man does easily. Out to England. There's daggers in men's smiles. The nearer in blood, the nearer bloody. This murderous shaft that's been shot hath not yet lighted. My safest way is to avoid the aim. Therefore to horse, and let me not be dainty of leave-taking, but shift away. There's warrant in that theft when there's no mercy left.
'Tis unnatural, even like the deed that's done. On Tuesday last, a falcon towering in her pride of place was by a mousing owl hawked at and killed. And Duncan's horses, a thing most strange and certain, beauteous and swift, the minions of their race, turned wild in nature, broke their stalls, flung out, contending against obedience, as if they would make war with mankind. 'Tis said they eat each other. They did so to the amazement of mine eyes that looked upon it. Here comes the good Macduff. How goes the world, sir, now?
Why, see you not?
Is it known who did this more than bloody deed?
Those that Macbeth had slain.
What good could they pretend?
They were suborned. Malcolm and Donalbain, the king's two sons, are stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
Against nature still. A thriftless ambition that will raven up thine own life's means. Then 'tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He is already named, and gone to Scone to be invested.
Where's Duncan's body?
Carried to Caldlokill, the sacred storehouse of his predecessors and guardian of their bones.
Will you to Scone?
No, Castelnau.
Well, I will thither.
Well, may you see things well done there. Adieu. Lest our old robes sit easier than our new.
Thou hast it now. King, Cawdor, Glamis, all, as the weird woman promised. And I fear thou hast played most foully for it. Yet it was said it would not stand in thy posterity, but that myself should become the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, thy speeches shine, why, by the verities on thee made good, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope? But hush, no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast, and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight, we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are with a most indissoluble tie forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon.
I, my good lord?
We should else have desired your good advice, which still hath been both grave and prosperous in this day's council. But we'll take tomorrow. Is't far you ride?
As far, my lord, as will fill up the time twixt this and supper. Go not my horse the better, I must become a borrower of the night for a dark hour or twain.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide, filling their hearers with strange invention. But of that tomorrow, when therewithal we shall have cause of state craving us jointly. Hie you to horse. Adieu, till you return at night.
I, my good lord, our time does call upon us.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night. To make society the sweeter welcome, ourself will keep ourself alone till supper time. Well then, God be with you. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares. And to that dauntless temper of his mind he hath a wisdom which doth guide his valor to act in safety. There's none but he whose being I do fear. And under him my genius is rebuked, as it is said Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters when first they placed the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they held him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my gripe. Thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them, the gracious Duncan, have I murdered, put rancors in the vessel of my peace, only for them! Mine eternal jewel, given to the common enemy of man, to make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings! Rather than so, come fate into the list, and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Well then now, have you considered of my speeches? Know you that it was he in the times past which held you so under fortune, which you thought had been our innocent self? This I made good to you in our last conference, passed in probation with you, how you were born in hand, how crossed, the instruments, who wrought with them, and all things else which might to half a soul into a notion crazed say, thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is now our point of second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospeled to pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand hath bowed you to the grave and beggared yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
Aye, in the catalogue ye go for men, as hounds and greyhounds, mongrels, spaniels, curs, all by the name of dog. The valued file distinguishes the swift, the slow, the subtle, the housekeeper, the hunter, every one according to that gift which bounteous nature hath in him closed. And so of men. Now, if you hold a station in the file, not in the worst rank of manhood, say it, and I will put that business in your bosoms, whose execution takes your enemy off, grapples him to the heart and love of us, who wear our health but sickly in his life, which in his death, perfect.
I am one, my liege, whom the vile blows and buffets of the world have so incensed that I'm reckless in what I do despite the world.
And I another, so wearied with disaster, tugged with fortune, that I would set my lie on any chance, to mend it or to be rid on't.
Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is he mine. In such bloody distance that every minute of his being thrusts against my nearest of life. And though I could, with barefaced power, sweep him from my sight, yet I must not. For certain friends that are both his and mine, whose loves I may not drop, but wail his fall, who I myself struck down. And thence it is that I to your assistance do make love, masking the business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us, though our
Your
lives...
spirits shine through you. Within this hour at most, I will advise you where to plant yourselves. Acquaint you with the perfect spy of the time, the moment on't. For it must be done tonight, and something from the palace. Always thought that I require a clearness. And with him, to leave no rubs nor botches in the work. Fleance, his son, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart. I'll come to you anon.
We are resolved, my lord.
I'll call upon you straight. Abide within. It is concluded, Banquo. Thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Naught's had. All's spent. Where our desire is got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy. By in destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone? Of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should have died upon those they think on. Things without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scotched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself, whilst our poor Malice remains in danger of her former tooth. Ere we will eat our meals in fear, and sleep in the terrible affliction of these dreams which shake us nightly. Better to be with the dead, whom we to gain our peace have sent to peace, than on the torture of the mind to lie in restless ecstasy. Duncan's in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason has done his worst. Nor steel, nor poison, malice domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch him further.
Come on. Gentle, my lord. Sleek o'er your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
So shall I, love. And so I pray, be you. And your remembrance apply to Banquo. Present him eminence, both with eye and tongue. Unsafe the while, but we must lave our honors in these flattering streams, and make our faces visards to our hearts, disguising what they are.
You must leave this.
How full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife! Thou know'st that Banquo and his Fleance lives.
But in them nature's copy, not a turn.
There's comfort yet. They are assailable. Then be thou jocund. Ere the bat hath flown his cloistered flight, ere to black Hecate summons, the shard-born beetle with her drowsy hums hath rung night's yawning peal. There shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. Come, searing night, scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hand cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Light thickens, and the crow makes wing to the rooky woods. Good things of day begin to droop and drowse, while night's black agents to their praise do rouse. Thou marvelst at my words, but hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me. You know your own degrees. Sit down. And first and last is a hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state, but in best time we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends. For my heart speaks their welcome.
See, they encounter thee with their heart's thanks. Both sides are even. Here I'll sit in the midst. Be large in mirth. Anon, we'll drink a measure at the table round. There's blood on thy face.
'Tis Banquo's then.
Better thee without than he within. Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut. That I did for him.
Ah, thou art the best of the cutthroats. Yet he's good that did the like for Fleance. If thou didst it, thou art the nonpareil.
Most royal sir, Fleance is escaped.
Here comes my fit again. I had us but perfect. Whole as the marble, founded as the rock, as broad in general as the casing air. Now I'm cabined, cribbed, confined, bound into saucy doubts and fears. The Banquo's safe.
Aye, my good lord, safe in a ditch he bides, with 20 trenchant gashes in his head, the least a death to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies. The worm that's fled hath nature that in time will venom breed. Your teeth were present. Get thee gone. Tomorrow we'll hear ourselves again.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast is sold, that is often vouched. While 'tis a making, 'tis best given with welcome. To feed, we're best at home. From thence, the sauce to meat is ceremony. Meeting, we're bare without it.
Sweet remembrancer. Good digestion, weight on appetite, and health on both.
May I please your highness sit?
Here had we now our country's honor roofed, with a graced person of our banquo present, who may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please it your highness to grace us with your company.
The table's full.
Here's a place reserved.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What is it that moves your highness?
Which of you have done this?
What,
my good lord? Thou canst not say I did it. There was shake thy very rocks in me!
Gentlemen, arise. His highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus and has been from his childhood. I pray you keep seats. Upon a thought he will again be well. If much you note him, you shall enrage his passion. Feed and regard him not. Are you a man?
I and a bold one too, that they look upon that which might appall the devil.
Proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Oh, these flaws and starts and impostures to true fear would well become a woman's story at a winter's fire. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but on a stool.
Prithee, see there? Behold, look, lo, how say you? Why, what care I? If thou canst not, speak too! If charnel houses and our graves must send those we bury back, our monuments shall be the maws of kites!
What? Quite unmanned in folly?
If I stand here, I saw him.
Fie, for shame.
Blood hath been shed ere now. In the olden time, before human statue purged the gentle wheel. Aye, since two murders have been performed, too terrible for the ear. The time has been. When the brains were out, the man would die, and there an end. Now they rise again, with 20 more murders on their crowns and push us from our stools. This is more strange than such a murder is.
My worthy lord, Your noble friends do lack you.
I do forget. You're amusing me, my worthy friend. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health to all. Then I'll sit down. Give me some wine. Oh, feel full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table. To our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here. To all and to him we thirst, and all to all.
Our duties and the pledge.
The thoughts and quit my sight! That the earth hide thee! Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold. There is no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with.
Think of this, worthy friends, but as a thing of custom. Only it but spoils the pleasure of the time.
Would man dare? I dare! Approach thou like the rugged Russian bear, the armed rhinoceros and the haircut tiger. Take any shape, but then my firm nerves will never tremble. To be alive again, and dare me to the desert with thy sword. If trembling I'd have it then, protest me the baby of a girl. Hence! Horrible showing! The mockery hence! Why so? Being gone, I am a man again. The prayer, sit still. Sit still.
You have displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting with most admired disorder.
Can such things be, and overcome us like a summer's cloud without our special wonder? You make me strange, even to the disposition that I owe, when now I think you can behold such sights, and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks when mine is blanched with fear.
What sights, my lord?
Pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse. Questions enrages him. At once, good night. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once.
Good night, and better health attend his majesty.
A kind good night to all.
You will have blood. They say blood will have blood. Stones have been known to move, and trees to speak. Augurs and understood relations have, by maggot pies and chose and rooks, brought forth the secretest man of blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds with morning. The witch is witch.
How sayst thou? That Macbeth denies his person at our great bidding.
Did you send for him, sir?
I hear it by the way, but I will send. There's not a one of them, but in his house I keep a servant to feed. I will tomorrow, and betimes I think I will, to the weird sisters. Or shall they speak? For now I am bent to know by the worst means. The worst! For mine own good, all causes shall give way. I am in blood, stepped in so far that should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as go o'er. Strange things I have in head that will to hand, which must be acted ere they may be scanned.
You lack the season for all natures. Sleep.
Come, will to sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initiate fear that one's heart use. We are yet but young indeed.
the brinded cat hath mewed.
Thrice and once the hedge pig whined.
Harp your cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails throw. Told that under cold stone, days and nights hath 31 sweltered venom sleeping got. Boil thou first in the charmed pot.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blind worm's sting, lizard's leg and owlet's wing. For charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, maw and gulf. Of the raven, salt sea shark, root of hemlock digged in the dark. Finger of birth strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drab. Make the gruel thick and slab. Add thereto a tiger's chaudron for the ingredients of our cauldron.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Cool it with a baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes.
Open locks, whoever knocks.
Thou secret black and midnight hags, what is't you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you, by that which you profess, howe'er you come to know it, answer me. For you untie the winds, make them fight against the churches. For the treasure of nature's Germans tumble all together, even till destruction sicken. Answer me to what I ask you.
Speak, demand.
Will answer.
Say if thou'st rather hear it from our mouths or from our masters.
Carlo, let me see him.
Pour in sow's blood that hath eaten her 9 pharaoh, grease that sweating from the murderer's gibbet throw into the flame.
Come high or low, thyself and office deathly show.
Tell me, thou unknown power.
He knows thy thought. Hear his speech, but say thou not.
Yeah. Macbeth! Macbeth! Beware Macduff! Beware the Thane of Fife! Dismiss me! Enough!
There thou art. For thy good caution, thanks thou hast harped my fear right. But one word more.
He will not be commanded. Here's another, more potent than the first.
Macbeth! Macbeth! Macbeth!
Had I 3 ears, I'd hear thee.
Be blooded, bold and resolute. Laugh to scorn. The power of man, the man of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then wave Macduff. What need I fear of thee? Thou make assurance double sure, and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live. I may tell pale-hearted fear it rise, and sleep in spite of thunder. What is this? That arises like the issue of a king. Upon his baby brow wears the round and top of sovereignty.
Listen, but speak not to it.
Be lion-mettled, proud, and take no care who chase, who frets, or where conspirers are. For none shall harm Macbeth until great Burnham Wood to high Dunsinane Hill shall come against him.
That will never be. Who can impress the forest? Bid the tree unfix his earthbound root. Sweet bodements, good! Rebellion's head, never rise till the wood of Burnham rise. And our high-placed Macbeth shall live the lease of nature, pay his breath to time and mortal custom. Yet my heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me, if your art can tell so much, shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
seek
to know no more.
I will be satisfied. Deny me this. Then eternal curse fall on you. Why sinks that cauldron? What is that noise?
Show
Show his eyes and grieve his heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
Thou art too like the spirit of Banquo. Down! I come to sear my eyeballs. No other gold-bound brow is like the first. The third is like the former. Filthy hags, why do you show me this? Fourth, what will the line stretch out to the crack of doom? Another yet. The seventh, I'll see no more. And yet the eighth appears. Bears a glass which shows me many more. In some I see the twofold balls and treble scepters carry. Horrible sight! Now I see 'tis true. The blood-bolted Banquo smiles upon me and points at them for his. What? Is this so?
Aye, sir, all this is so. But why stands Macbeth thus amazedly? Come, sisters, cheer we up his sprites, and show the best of our delights. I'll charm the air to give it sound, while you perform your antic round, that this great king may kindly say, our duties did his welcome pay.
Where are they? Gone? At this pernicious hour stand I accursed in the calendar. Come in without there.
What's your grace's will?
Saw you the weird sisters?
No, my lord.
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be the air whereupon they ride, and damned all those that trust them. I did hear the galloping of horse. Who else came by?
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, who bring you word Macduff is fled to England.
Fled to England.
Aye, my lord.
Time thou anticipatest my dread exploits. The flighty purpose is ne'er o'ertook, unless the deed go with it. From this moment, the firstlings of my heart shall be the firstlings of my hand. And even now, to crown thoughts with axe, be it thought and done. The castle of Macduff I will surprise. Seize upon Fife, give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. No more boasting like a fool. This deed I'll do before this purpose cool. But no more sights. Where are these gentlemen? Come, bring me where they are.
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom? To leave his wife, to leave his babes, his mansion and his titles in a place from whence himself does fly? He loves us not. He wants the natural touch. For the poor wren, the most diminutive of birds, will fight, her young ones in her nest, against the owl. All is the fear, nothing is the love. As little is the wisdom, or the flight so runs against all reason.
My dearest coz, I pray you, school yourself. But for your noble husband, he is wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further. Prettiest cousin, blessing upon you.
Fathered he is, yet he is fatherless.
I am so much the fool should I stay any longer. It would be my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave at once.
Sirrah, your father's dead. What will you do now? How will you live?
As birds do, mother.
What? With the worms and flies?
No, with what I get, I mean, and so do they.
Poor bird. Thou'dst never fear the net nor the line, the pitfall nor the jam.
Why should I, mother? Poor birds they are not set for.
dead, for all you're saying.
Yes, he is dead. How wilt thou do for a father?
Nay, how will you do for a husband?
Why, I can buy me 20 at any market.
Then you'll buy him to sell him again.
Thou speakest with all thy wit, yet if faith, wit enough for thee.
Was my father a traitor, mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
Why, one that swears and lies.
Be all traitors that do so.
Everyone that does so is a traitor and must be hanged.
Must they all be hanged that swear and lie?
Everyone.
Who must hang them?
Why, the honest men.
Oh, then the liars and swearers are fools. For they're liars and swearers enow to beat the honest men and hang up them.
God help thee, poor monkey.
Fair dame, I'm not to you known, though in your state of honor I am perfect. I doubt some danger does approach you nearly. If you'll take a homely man's advice, be not found here. Hence with your little ones. To fright you thus, methinks I am too savage. To do worse to you were fell cruelty, which is too nigh your person. Heaven preserve you, I dare abide no longer.
Whither should I fly? I've done no harm. But I remember now I'm in this earthly world, where to do harm is often laudable, to do good often accounted dangerous folly. Why then, alas, do I put up that womanly defense to say I have done no harm? What are these faces?
Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified where such as thou mayst find him. He is a traitor.
Thou liest! Thou sad hair, what you
Run from treachery!
He has killed me, mother! Run away, I pray you!
Let us seek out some desolate shade and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword and like good men bestride our downfall and birthdom. Each new mourn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face that it resounds, as if yelled out and felt with Scotland, like in syllable of dolor.
What I believe I'll wail, what no believe, and what I can redress, when I shall find the time to friend I will. Well, you have spoken, and maybe so perchance. This tyrant whose sole name blisters our tongue was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He had not touched you yet. I am young, but something you may deserve of him through me in wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is! A good and virtuous nature may recoil at an imperial charge, but I shall crave your pardon. That which you are, my thoughts cannot transpose. Why, in that rawness left you wife and child? Those precious motives, those strong knots of love without leave-taking. You may be rightly just, whatever I shall think.
Bleed, bleed, poor country. Lay thou basest shore, for goodness dare not check thee. Worthy thy wrongs, the title is afeard. Fare thee well, Lord. I would not be the villain thou thinkst, for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp, and to the rich east to boot.
I'll be not offended. I speak not as an absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. But for all of this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my sword, yet my poor country shall have more vices than it had before. More suffer in more sundry ways than ever by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself, I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice so grafted, that when they shall be open, black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow, and the poor state esteem him as a lamb compared with my confineless harms.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evils to top Macbeth.
And my desire, all continent impediments would o'erbear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such a one to reign. With this there grows, in my most ill-composed affection, such a staunchless avarice, that were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their land. Had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell, uproar the universal peace, confound all unity on earth.
Scotland, Scotland!
If such a one be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No, not to live! O nation miserable with an untitled, tyrant bloody sceptered, when shalt thou see thy wholesome days again?
since that the truest issue of thy throne by his own interdiction stands accursed, and does blaspheme his breed? Thy royal father was a most sainted king. The queen that bore thee, oftener upon her knees than on her feet, died every day she lived. Fare thee well. These evils thou repeatest upon thyself have banished me from Scotland. Oh, my breast, thy hope ends here.
Macduff, this noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruples, reconciling me to thy good truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth, by many of these traits, hath sought to win me into his power, and modest wisdom plucks me from more credulous haste. But God above deal between me and thee, for even now I put myself to thy direction, and unspeak my own detraction. Here abjure the taints and blames I laid upon myself, for strangers to my nature. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things that once 'tis hard to reconcile. See who comes here.
It is my countryman, but yet I know him not.
My ever gentle cousin. Welcome hither.
I know him now. Good God, but times remove the means that make us strangers.
Sir, amen.
Stand Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself.
A relation too nice and yet too true.
What's the newest grief?
That of an hour's age doth hiss the speaker. Each minute teems a new one.
How does my wife?
Why, well,
And all my children?
well too.
The tyrant has not battered at their place.
No, they were well at peace when I did leave. Let not your ear despise my tongue. Shall possess them with the heaviest sound that ever yet they heard.
Oh, my guess at it.
Your castle is surprised. Your wife, babes, savagely slaughtered.
Merciful heaven.
So late the manor were on the quarry of these murdered deer to add the death of you.
Oh, never pull your hat upon your brow. Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak whispers the o'erfraught heart and bids it break.
My children, too?
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
And I must be from thence! My wife killed, too?
I have said.
Be comforted. Let's make us medicines of our great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children. Oh, my pretty ones! Did you say all? How could all? Would all my pretty chickens end their dam at one fell swoop?
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so, but I must also feel it as a man. I cannot but remember such things were that were most precious to me. Did heaven look on and would not take their part? Oh, sinful Macduff, they were all struck for thee! Not that I am. Not for their demerits, but for mine, fell slaughter on their souls. Heaven rest them now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger. Blood, not the heart. Enrage it!
Oh, I could play the woman with mine eyes and braggart with my tongue. But gentle heavens, cut short all intermission. Front to front, bring now this fiend of Scotland and myself. Within my sword's length set him. If he escape, heaven forgive him too.
This tune goes manly. Come, go we to the king. Our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. The powers above, put on their instruments, and Macbeth is ripe for shaking. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long that never finds the day.
out. Damn spot out, I say. 1, 2. Why then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. While the soldier in the field? What need we fear who knows it when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have so much blood in him? The fate of 5 had a wife. Where is she now? What will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You'll mar all with this starting. Yet here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia could not sweeten this little hand. Oh. Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown, look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out on his grave. To bed. To bed, to bed. I hear knocking. Come, come, come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed. To bed.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all. Till Burnham Wood come to Dunsinane, I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy, Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that's born of woman shall e'er have power upon thee. So fly, false thanes, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway by, and the heart I bear shall never sag with doubt, nor taint with fear. The devil damn thee black, thou cream-faced loon. Where got's thou that goose look?
There's 10,000
Geese, villain?
soldiers, sir.
Go prick thy face, and overred thy fear, thou lily-livered boy. What soldiers, Patch? Death of thy soul, those linen cheeks of thine are counselors to fear. What soldiers, Wayface?
The English force will please you.
Satan. I'm sick at heart when I behold. Satan, I say! Gah! This push will cheer me ever or deceit me now. I've lived long enough. My way of life has gone into the sear. The yellow leaf. And that which should accompany old age is honor, love, obedience, troops of friends I must not look to have, but in their stead curses, not loud but deep. Mouth honor. Breath, which the poor heart would fain deny and dare not. What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
I'll fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Give me mine armor.
'Tis not needed
I'll
yet.
put it on! Send out more horses. Scur the country round. Hang those that talk of fear. Give me mine armor! How does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with thick-coming fancies, which keep her from her rest.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased? Pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow. Raise out the written troubles of the brain. With some sweet and oblivious antidote, cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff which weighs upon the heart.
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physic to the dogs, I'll none of it. Come, sir, bring me mine armor. Give me my staff. Satan, send out. Doctor, the thanes fly from me. Come, sir, dispatch. If thou couldst, doctor, cast the water of my land. Find her disease and purge it to a sound and pristine health. why I should applaud you to the very echo that should applaud again. Bolt off, I say! Oh, what a rhubarb, cyme, or what purgative drug would scour these English hence? Hear some of them!
Aye, my good lord, your royal preparation makes us hear something.
Bring it after me. You'll not be afraid of death and bane till Burnham Forest come to Dunsinane.
Were I from Dunsinane away and clear, profit again should hardly draw me here.
Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand when our chambers will be safe.
We doubt nothing.
What is this wood before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bough and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shatter the numbers of our host and make discovery ere in report of us.
It
Shall be
shall
done.
done. We learn no other but the confident tyrant keeps still in Dunsinane and will endure our setting down before it.
'Tis his main hope, for where there's advantage to be given, both more and less have given him the revolt, and none serve with him, but constrain things whose hearts are absent too.
Yes.
Let our just censures attend the true event, and put we on industrious soldiership.
Aye!
The time approaches that will with due decision make us know what we shall say we have and what we owe. Thoughts speculative, their unsure hopes relate, but certain issue strokes must arbitrate towards which advance the war.
Hang out our banners on the outward walls. The cry is still, they come! Our castle will laugh a siege to scorn. Here let them lie, till famine and the ague eat them up. Were they not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them dareful, beard to beard, and beat them backward home. What is that sound? It is the cry of women. I've almost forgot the taste of fears. The time has been when my nerves would have cooled to hear a night shriek. My fell of hair would rouse and stir at a dismal treatise as if life were in it. Direness, familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once start me. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been time for such a word. And tomorrow. And tomorrow. And tomorrow. Creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle. Life is but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Now comes to use thy tongue, thy story, quickly.
Gracious, my lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but know not how to do it.
Well, say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and if not, methought the wood began to move.
Liar and slave!
Let me endure your wrath if it be not so. Within this 3 mile me was seen coming. I say a moving grove.
If thou speaks false, upon the next tree shalt thou hang alive till famine cling thee. If thy speech be sooth, I care not if thou dost for me the same. I pull in resolution, and begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend that lies like truth. Fear not, till Burnham wood come to Dunsinane, and now a wood comes toward Dunsinane. Arm! Arm and out! If this which he avouches does appear, there's no flying hence nor tarrying here. At least we'll die with harness on our back. They have tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bear like I must fight the course. What's he that was not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear, or none!
What is thy name?
I'll be afraid to hear it.
No, but thou callest thyself a harder name than any is in hell!
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself cannot pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear!
No, no more fearful.
Thou liest! Abhorred tyrant! With my sword I shall prove the lie thou speakest!
Thou was born a woman. Swords I smile at you. Weapons laugh to scorn, brandished by a man that's of a woman born.
That way the noise tyrant, show thy face.
And thou beest slain with no sword of mine. My wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. I cannot strike at wretched kerns, whose arms are hired to bear their staves. Either thou, Macbeth, or else my sword with an unbattered edge I sheath again undeeded. There thou shouldst be. By this great clatter one of greatest notes seems birded. Oh, let me find him fortune, and more I beg not.
This way, my lord. The castles gently render, the tyrant's people on both sides do fight. The noble thanes do bravely in the war, and the day almost itself professes yours. Little is to do.
We have met with foes that strike beside us.
Enter, sir, the castle.
I play the Roman fool and die on mine own sword. Whilst I see lives, the gashes do better upon them.
Turn, hellhound, turn!
Of all men else I've avoided thee, but get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Thou, bloodier villain than terms can give thee out.
Thou losest labor! As easy mayest thou the entrenchant air with thy sword and tresses make me bleed. Let thy sword fall on vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be the tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. And be these paltering fiends no more believed that palter with us in a double sense. Keep the word of promise to our ear and break it to our hope. I'll not fight with thee.
Thou then yield, the coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the time. We'll have thee, as our rare monsters are, painted upon a pole, and under it, here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield. To kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, to be baited with the rabble's curse. The Burnham would become to Dunsinane, and thou opposed, being of no woman born, and I will try to last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be him that first cries, hold! Enough!
I would the friends we miss were safe arrived.
Some must go off, and yet by these I see a day so great as this is cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, the which no sooner had his prowess confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died.
Then he is dead.
Aye, and brought off the field, Your cause of sorrow should not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end.
Have his hurts in front?
I on the front.
Why then, God soldier he be. If I had as many sons as I have hairs, I'd not wish him to a fairer death. So, his nil is nulled.
He's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him.
He's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score. God be with him. Here comes newer comforts.
Hail, King! For so thou art! Behold where stands the usurper's cursed head! The time is free! I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutations in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scots!